had multiple heart attacks during that game. I can't believe it, though. I honestly can't believe it. Heading into that game, my confidence level wasn't where it probably should have been. I was nervous. I was like, man.
Well, it had to be. It was an elimination game. You got to be nervous.
Yeah, and it's, the whole momentum doesn't carry over game to game. And Florida, you knew they were going to be hungry. It felt like we were going to get their best punch. You had the Tkachuk thing going around, and it was like, oh, I hate the vibes in that arena, and I wasn't feeling it.
Man, it would have been so good to be there. I'm so envious of everyone that made the trip.
Mainlander Tim.
Down at Mainlander Tim and the crew. Like, even the post-party at Yard House, probably the elbow room. Oh, that would have been electric. But yeah, no, yesterday was interesting because throughout the day you wake up like, it's game day. Holy shit. It's an elimination game, but like, I believe. And so from the hours of like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. went by so fast. But that hour from 5 to 6, holy cow, did it drag on. I got to Greta just after 5, and I'm just sitting there and I'm pacing and I'm like, where am I going to sit? How am I going to watch this? I'm going to sit here. No, I can't sit there because I'm going to need to stand up. So I got to sit over here. I was in my head about everything. And meanwhile, time is going backwards because my nerves are just piling up. Well, it was, right? Like I said, that was the worst hour of my life. Now, in hindsight, one of the best hours of my life.
We have a lot to get to today on the show. It is, I say it a lot, but I think I really, really mean it this time. It is a loaded show coming up today. Our coverage of the final. It's brought to you by Fountain Tire. Fountain Tire is more than just tires. They offer a wide range of auto repair services from their expert mechanics. Visit fountaintire.com to see all of the mechanical services that they offer. Excited to have them on board for the final. Whew.
With the power of hindsight, like we knew when Connor said we're gonna drag them back to Alberta. Like that's all we needed. That was the point. That was the point when Connor is like, I am going to do whatever it takes to will this team to win Game 5. Mm-hmm. That's all we needed. Now, granted, I heard him and I felt it, but I was still a nervous ball of energy, probably just like he was. And now in hindsight, you can look back and be like, that is when we won Game 5. Sure, Tkachuk going and saying what he said in, bulletin board material. And also, kudos to Tkachuk. He was the best player on the Florida. He had his best game
of the playoffs.
But he had to. He had to go out and say what he said. At least his actions backed up his words. But you know what? It wasn't enough, Matthew. Connor McDavid's will is stronger than your words, brother. And he dragged your ass back through the Everglades. Couple crocodile bites on your tuchus. Back to oil country. And now all that clip you had that is so unloaded is now going to be in Edmonton empty. And I want to know how much gas you have. And I'm looking at the camera because I'm looking at you, Matthew Tkachuk. How much gas you have left in the tank for Game 6 when you come to our barn. That energy there, you thought Game 4 was crazy? My friend, Game 6, another level. People are going to go and sacrifice the livelihoods of their larynxes in that building. If you're a larynx doctor, you're about to get fucking paid, bro. Because we're going to be bursting our vocal cords and whatever that larynx is in our throat, broken. Got to fix it because we're going to come in popping. So pop is going to be real.
Speaking of broken vocal cords, you good?
I mean, not much more to say.
We're going to drill down on the specifics of that game, but big picture wise, I'm driving in today and just thinking about, everything that's played out, everything that could still play out. They are 2 wins away.
That's the mentality.
From pulling off.
Doesn't even matter what they've done.
I know.
2 wins away.
But they are 2 wins away from pulling off. Like, if they do this will go down as the greatest comeback in sports history. And it's not just Oilers history. It's not NHL history.
Goosebumps, but yes.
And I don't mean to be getting too far ahead of myself, but 1942, the Toronto Maple Leafs, there were 6 teams in the league or whatever. Yeah. Who cares? It's not the same. They had summer jobs.
To be fair, their summer job was World War II.
Decent points. They deserve respect for that. But this modern era, It's the greatest comeback ever. It's 28-3. Aaron's a Patriots fan, sure, but that you just needed shit to go right for like one half of football.
Yes.
To pull this off against the Florida Panthers, it shouldn't be lost on anyone watching this, and the job's not done, and we're not celebrating and raising Lord Stanley after game 5.
These last 2 games have been magic, and game 4 gave us belief that they can go and win game 5, but game 5 has given us belief that, man, like they can do it. Like how they now match up, they've proven they can beat Bobrovsky. They've proven that they can sustain the forecheck, I guess, of Florida. You know, granted, we still want to tighten up things there in our zone.
Yeah.
Because that got a little bit more stressful than it could have been. But Florida was pressing, you know, shout out to them. But they've just proven that they can compete and that they can do this. And then also Connor McDavid, well, like he's determined. He's determined. And the thing is, he's determined. And he's got other guys behind him that are also bringing that determination. Like, shout out to Connor fucking Brown.
Oh, he was so good yesterday.
That guy is the heartbeat of the team.
He was their second best player. Second best forward.
Everyone just do what the Connors are doing. The Connors have morphed into just one super double-headed dragon.
That auto mentality.
It's the Erie way.
It's Erie way. Warren Fogle. He had a great game yesterday too. He's a former Otter.
Yeah, he was participating in that amazing Connor goal, like the aggressive forecheck, just put in that level of effort. Florida's doing it. We're sustaining it. Stu was able to see stuff. We allow Stu to see stuff. We know he's going to save it. Even though there was another one of those views where those random blockers popped out.
Oh, that was
shout out Stu.
You reminded me of that Quinn Hughes one.
Yeah.
But he was
just keep it up. Like the only question is, and I don't even want to be like, of the Oilers unloaded the clip, right? Or is it now like what's going to drag them through this?
I think it's perfect that they're coming home. I think if it was reverse, if you had home ice, you were down 3-0 and you win game 5 at home and it's like, we got to go on the road no, you come back home, you're sleeping in your own bed for a couple of nights. I love that they fly back quick and all that stuff. Like you're going to get sleep in your own bed and recharge a little bit. And I think that's absolutely massive. What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.